This is BB from Be the Change. I wanted to look at what is blocking your blessings. What is blocking your blessings? So we're going to pick 3 cards. These cards are kind of dramatic, but we're going to pick 3 cards from here and they go pretty deep. So let's see, what is blocking your blessings? Pile number 1. Anger and chains. What is blocking your blessings? Pile number 2. Gilded regret. What is blocking your blessings? Pile number 3. Downcast pride. Got pile number 1. Anger and chains. Got pile number 2. Gilded regret. And we have pile number 3 with the downcast pride. Pile preparation. I am asking, what is blocking your blessings? We're going to do the oracle cards for pile number 1. For pile number 2. And for pile number 3. What is blocking your blessings? It's a great thing to know what is blocking your blessings, because what you are aware of, you can change it. What you're not aware of, you cannot change it, and it will just be automatic in you. And we have, believe me, a lot of things that we are unaware of, that if we just knew about it, it would be easy to change, and it would be something that would open your life up to receiving what you are dreaming of, to receiving what you are wishing for. And so, getting to know our blockages is a very important part of spiritual healing and spiritual growth. So, what is blocking your blessings? Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Then we're going to do the tarot cards for pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. What is blocking your blessings? I must say, I am very amazed every time when I open up these piles and I sit down with them and I try and see what the storyline, what the message is. And I must say, I'm very impressed, because it's unbelievably wise what is coming through these cards. And I am very grateful to be a vessel to speak what I see and to deliver messages in this way. It's very beautiful. What is it that is blocking your blessings? What you are aware of, you can change it. What is it that is blocking your blessings? What you are aware of, you can change it. What is it that is blocking your blessings? What you are aware of, you can change it. What is it that is blocking your blessings? What you are aware of, you can change it. What is the outcome if you deal with these blockages? What is the bonus from Grand Spirit if you deal with these blockages? Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Just like that. We got pile number 1. Anger and chains. Got pile number 2. Gilded regret. And we got pile number 3. Downcast pride. And I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. What is blocking your blessings? Pile number 1, you got drawn to the card of anger and chains. Anger and chains. So anger can be fruitful emotion. Anger can help you break free of things that is no longer serving you. Anger can allow you to stand up for yourself and speak your truth. Anger can allow you to find that momentum that you need to just get on with that project. Do what you got to do to get this going. So anger can be a very fruitful and good emotion to create drive, to create breakthroughs, to create all kinds of change and momentum in your life. Also though, however, anger can be also like your ball and chain, like it can be hanging around your leg, like, and it's heavy to carry it. And sometimes you don't even know that you have the anger inside. Sometimes the anger is just lurking there in the background, and it's not really anger when it's inside of you. It's more like feeling unfulfilled. If you're feeling unfulfilled and you go to the same job every day and you're unfulfilled, and then everybody's creating demands around you, and then you just freak out or you just lash out, and there comes the anger out. Or perhaps you have to work 3 jobs in order for you to manage your life. Maybe you'll have to have 3 jobs to be able to cope with your bills and your lifestyle and all that. And you're wearing yourself so thin that the anger is just lurking right underneath the surface. And every time someone just asks you one little thing, you lash out and you just burst out in anger. And then afterwards comes the guilt, and then comes the shame of acting that way with these people, wasn't their fault and all that stuff. And then we go to the self-blame and the self-judgment. So anger is a raw, it's a primal, it's explosive, it's the lack of reason. Anger doesn't need a reason. Anger is just brute force. It's the loss of restraint. You can't restrain yourself any longer. It's too much. You're like a boiling cup, and once it starts boiling over, there you are. Poof, here comes the anger. This can be your pain body that Eckhart Tolle is talking about very beautifully in The Power of Now. If you want to look into it, check that out, what he's saying about the pain body. The pain body is very real, and it comes out of people when they're angry and they lashing out. And so also the anger is like, how can you unfeather yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchanged? Sometimes that can be difficult. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout. So the anger is like a force that is channeled outside. It's unreasonable, undirected, but very powerful. Very powerful. And your pile number 1, you're saying here in this reading today, what is blocking your blessings is, I've got to break free. I want to break free. I've got to break free. I want to break free. So breaking free from chains that is holding you back from your blessings. And lessons and blessings, interestingly enough, is showing up here with this reading. Lessons and blessings. So this is like going way back in your life. It can go back several lifetimes. Lessons that you learned, that you picked up on, and you modified. You took the lesson, you took the test, and you passed. And so now you have a lot of these lessons within you. And now these lessons are ready to come out and create blessings. Maybe just you have to self-master. The self-mastery card is here. And this can be about self-mastering the anger. The anger, so and this lessons and blessings card is saying, so it's a congratulations. Yes, this is the universe saying congratulations. You mastered how to turn painful events and memories into growth experiences. And you can apply the same strength to every area of your life. So the same strength that you have used before to create growth experiences out of difficulties, now you can use the same tactics and the same strategy from before to create, to deal with your anger and your chains, which is holding you back. And so self-mastery is here. And self-mastery is very beautiful. It's a powerful time to manifest. Life is constantly offering us lessons, which gives us the opportunity to grow and expand our soul. What is it that you want to master in your life? The current challenges in your life are doorways to self-mastery. So this is a doorway to self-mastery. It'll open up for the house 12. It will open up for the storyteller in you. The current challenges, they're doorways to self-mastery. Time to give your full attention and presence to your gifts. You are, pile number 1, the master of your destiny. Pile number 1, what is your mission? Pile number 1, plant the seeds required to bring you closer to your soul's path. And acknowledging, being aware of is always the first step when it comes to what is internally going on inside of us. Then we have the house 12 here with spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. And interestingly enough, this house 12, it holds the energy of all the houses that came before it. And that's what this lessons and blessings is talking about too. All of the lessons that you have already gained in your life, this lifetime and previous lifetimes, is within you, and the experience will now transform into blessings. So very interestingly, house number 12 is holding all the energy of all the houses that came before. It's a space of endings and beginnings. This is a card that is telling me that you are yearning for wholeness, and you might find that while dealing with your anger. It will also reveal where you feel lost and fall prey to illusion or addiction. And these karmic waters have been with you for lifetimes, pile number 1. You're already in a realm of self-undoing and spiritual lessons. The energies, they come from your unconscious, your subconscious. So this energy is coming from your subconscious. You might not even be able to know that you carry the anger. Sometimes you have to really go within and figure out where is it located within yourself. And you can notice it when you feel triggered. And then you can realize where it is. And once you realize where it is, you can try and trigger it out so you can get familiar with it and get to know it and allow it to be there. Anger is a beautiful thing. It's a very strong, powerful emotion that you can take full advantage of. It can be your driving force. It can do so many things. Angry because the situation of so many people on this planet can kickstart a whole new project for you, pile number 1, that maybe be your life path. And this card is also telling you to identify more with your soul than your emotions, and identify more with your sense of self more than your ego identity. And pile number 1, this next card, the storyteller. This card is asking you, pile number 1, be the hero, be the champion, be the winner of your own destiny, of your own myth. Be the champion, be the central character in your own story. You are the central character in your story. Sometimes we give that away to other players in our lives, to other people in our lives. Sometimes we give away the power to them, and we feel like it's more secure if they make the decisions, or we feel like it's more secure if you just go along with what they are suggesting, or you may feel more secure if you just allow them to dictate how you should live your life, what you should do and all that, because then you don't have to look within and you don't have to find your own voice. You don't have to stand your own ground. You don't have to do all these uncomfortable things at first. But the most beautiful transformation is right there. That's where you want to go. This is what you want to experience. And the storyteller card, be the main character of your own life. Don't live your life according to the needs and expectation of others. Do you know how angry you will get when you live your life based on the needs and the expectations of others? The passive aggressive anger that is building up every time you do something that you really don't want to do, but you do it because they're telling you to do it. Every time you do that, that little suppressed voice within yourself, that little resentment, the little anger, even sometimes it can build up. If you're a child and you have to live through this through years, the hatred can build up within yourself. And you're so filled with just hatred to these people suppressing you, pushing you down, not allowing you to find your own voice. And maybe later in life, you don't even know how to find your own voice. You don't even know what that looks like because nobody ever asked you about your voice. So there you go. Now you might have a challenge, but the challenge is, and always has been, it's lessons and blessings. And whatever came before you in your life, however you dealt with that, it's going to enable you to also deal with this situation with anger. Because the anger is a blockage. It's a blockage to everything that you want in your life. And it's also maybe the last blockage to a complete transformation of everything. And your life will be something that you have never seen before, that you have never experienced before. And so you don't even know what that looks like yet. But it's really beautiful and it's really worth taking the time out to do these changes. And make the changes. Find your voice. Make sure that you figure out how to do your thing. Also, the storyteller is like, don't be like a side player, like an extra in your own story. Don't do that. Take a story event. Take a story or an event in your life. Take something that was really painful for you, that was really sad or really embarrassing or really shameful or really you feel guilty about it. Take one of these stories. Take a story where you felt really disempowered. Write it out. And then write it out. Redo it so that this time when you think of that story, you become the hero in it. You change your whole thing around like that. Now you're the hero in this story and you can release a lot of emotions that come with that. And this card is talking about your innocence, the joy, the wonder, like the childlike thinking. Here she is underwater with a jellyfish hair and everything, and just the childlike wonder, putting things together, using your imagination, taking bits and pieces of what you already know and putting them together into something new. Something new, brand new that you can create. Joy of play. The magic of childlike thinking. And this here is talking about sitting there peacefully with this balloon and a cloud in it. Memories, going back in time, thinking about things. This might be what you need to do, to go back and look at these stories from behind so that you can rewrite them. And now you can be the hero in the story, not the victim, but the hero. Not the suppressed one, but the one who overcame it. Not the abused one, but the one that is already healed. A perfect example of the marvelous gift of human beings is the ability to heal and to undo all these wounds from before. And taking care of these pain bodies that we're carrying. If you don't take care of your pain body, you're going to carry it till the day that you die. And there you go on the finish line. You're going to be like, yay, I managed it. Yes, I am a perfect victim from beginning to end. And that's like, wow, that is so many years wasted. It's so many years wasted instead of having those same years enjoying them, taking out the fun and the joy in them. Hi, Margie, what is it? The Page of Wands, youthful. The Page of Wands, passionate, quick to fall in love, and also quick to lash out in anger. And lashing out in anger is something that often just creates regrets. Lashing out. So finding that inner stillness, finding that maturity, taking a look at your lessons from before, putting them into your now. Yes, be childlike in wonder, be childlike, but also have control or have knowledge, be familiar with the feeling of anger so that you can manage it and live with it. The Four of Wands, celebrations, could be marriage, could be a big celebration of joy and happiness and bliss. And then we have the Magician card in the reverse. So the Magician dealing with the mind, taking the resources, manifesting perfectly what you desire. In a good mind space, if you have a clear, so if this is lurking in the background, so for example, you're very annoyed. You wake up in the morning, you're very annoyed, and you're going to work. You go to work because you have to go to work. You got to pay your bills. So you go to work, but you're kind of feeling resentment because you're like hating this job. And now you have to go there again. And it's just a very uncomfortable feeling. And then but you do it because you have to. You're responsible. You take care of your responsibilities. So you go there, you be nice to people, and you don't understand why you're having all these people be like, arr, 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 lashing out a little bit, being angry there. Or maybe right in your side view, you can see someone arguing over there. And so the anger that you carry within yourself, now you're radiating that out, even if it's subconscious. This is the vibration that you're radiating out to the circumstances around you. And so you're going to attract that into your awareness. Now you have more angry people coming in here. Now you have more angry situations coming up. Maybe people are lashing out at you being angry. And then you don't understand why everybody's so angry because you're polite. You're talking with kindness. You're talking and you're doing all the right things. But then this vibration of energy, of anger that is within you is going to create situations in your life that you don't really want. And so the Magician here is asking you to clear out that space. The Nine of Swords, standing up, wounded warrior, but not standing up for yourself, being a victim. This is talking about being angry, maybe at your past, maybe at what happened in a situation, a work situation, someone cheated you out of money, or in a past situation, someone abused you in a relationship, or past situation, someone just left you and you had gave everything to them, or past situations, all these past situations that can occur and will occur in our life. We are human beings dealing with other human beings, and dealing with other human beings is going to be difficult because it's challenging to be a person on planet Earth. So the Magician here is asking you, clear out your space, clear it out so that you can manifest perfectly what you desire, what you actually desire. You want to manifest what you actually desire, not what you don't want, because that's what you're going to get if that's what you keep thinking about. And stop being a victim. You don't need to be a victim. You can be a wounded warrior, but you can stand there proud with all of your wounds. You can stand up there and just be all proud of your wounds and everything and stand your ground. Perfect. With wounds, with hurts, with blemishes, with scars, everything. You can stand there, you can hold your ground. And be proud of being the hero in your own story. Tell back the story, not where you're a victim. You don't want to tell the story like, oh my gosh, you can't believe what they did to me. All the stuff that they did to me. You know what they did. Sometimes you just have to get it off your chest. Maybe write it out. Type it out. Talk to a counselor. Talk to a friend. Maybe even a counselor, because you don't want to drain your friendships with all that heavy energy. talk to someone that you hold dear, that you can talk about your journey, and then you rewrite the story. Tell yourself the story in a different way where you actually, wow, you overcame that. Wow, that's a huge lesson that you got in the past. Wow, I can't believe that you actually mastered that. You took care of yourself and you master it. And now you're healing and you're transcending all these old wounds. And now there you are. Wow, look at you, all beautiful in your, even trying to get out of these wounds, working on yourself, mastering yourself. And the beautiful thing is, if you do this internal work and you find where your anger is located, you rewrite the stories that you tell yourself, now you can manifest what you actually want. Now you can be the hero of your story instead of sitting there like the victim. Sitting there like the victim, having all the distrust. If you do this work, internal work, pile number 1, you are going to get rid of all these heavy burdens that you're carrying. Carrying all the anger and the resentment from the past is a heavy burden to carry for anybody. It's heavy, it's dense, and it's just, life can be so much easier. So if you do that, this is how you're going to put down your heavy burdens. This is how you're going to put down your heavy burdens and transform the death card, that whole victim mentality, that whole I can't do it mentality, that whole my life is ruined, they have ruined it, that whole I blame you for everything mentality. That whole thing is going to die. Leaving it in the behind, leaving it behind you, kicking it in the behind, throwing it out there. Ooh, bye-bye. Standing up again as the hero in your own story, manifesting what you really want. And you can do it because you have done it before with other things in your life. This is a challenge, the universe challenge. The universe is challenging you to take care of this blockage so that you can create all of your blessings. Clean the slate within. Come with pure intentions, pure heart. And you will manifest. All that other stuff has to go. Those are just heavy burdens. Allow it to vanish and disappear. And your blessings will come into fruition. Pile number 1, that was your reading. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I would love to have you on board. And until next time, the beautiful light in me, it honors, respects, and it loves the same beautiful light in you. Take care of yourself. Be the hero. Namaste. Pile number 2. What is blocking your blessings? Pile number 2. You got drawn to the gilded regret. Gilded regret. Well, pile number 2 is like, pile number 2 says, well, I just want to stay in the past for a little bit. I just want to hang around in my past a little bit longer. I want to stay there because I know what happened there. I know the outcome. Yes, it was painful. Yes, it hurt. Or maybe it was just so exciting and it was so fun and so exhilarating. And I know the outcome, so I'm not uncertain about that. So I like to stay there. I like to stay there, but sometimes when I stay there, I also feel regret for what I could have done, what I should have done, what I should have done, what I could have done, and I'm feeling regret that I didn't do that. So now pile number 2 is like, now pile number 2 is just give me 5 more minutes to linger here in the past. I know it's not a happy place to be in, but it's very comforting. It's kind of my comfort zone because I already know the answers from there. So I just like to stay here 5 more minutes in the past. I'm just savoring all the crumbs and the flashes and the hints and the ifs. Bathing in a sea of maybes. Bathing in the sea of maybes. Pile number 2, lingering in the past. Thinking about the options that you missed. Thinking about the chances that we fled. Thinking about the things that we lost. Pile number 2. Wallowing in the past. Pile number 2. What is blocking your blessings? Well, your blessing is going to be connected to finances. And so you definitely want to figure out what is blocking your blessings. Pile number 2, finances. So listen, pile number 2, way back in the day. I mean, like way back in the day, like lifetimes ago. Perhaps your convent that you was in, or your tribe, or the village, they may have provided for everyone's needs. Like they took care of everything and people just did their part of the job, and then everything was taken care of. Now though, nowadays, pile number 2 in this lifetime is like, I don't know how to save these monies. I don't know how to take care of these monies. The monies, they just come and poof, just like magic, they are gone. Pile number 2, perplexed. Like pile number 2, money, I don't know. What do I think about money? How do I feel about money? I don't know. I never have it. So now pile number 2 is struggling to save money. Perhaps in a lifetime you had to experience extreme poverty. Extreme poverty is living life in extremes, because you're going to be hungry all the time. You're going to be having to eat what you have, not what you want, but what you have. You are going to have to wear what you have, not what you want. You're going to have to take what you've been given, and you're going to have to deal with that. And so perhaps you had a lifetime of extreme wealth, where everything that you wanted, not needed, everything that you wanted was just there. You could just say, I want that, and poops, it showed up. Poof, just like magic, it showed up. Now though, in this lifetime, perhaps your finances, pile number 2, is roller coasting. They go up and they go down, and they go up and they go down. And pile number 2 is like, wow. So what is blocking your blessings? Sometimes it can be just understanding that money is merely an energy, and it can be used for good purposes, or it can be, of course, used for negative ones. Money itself, it's neutral. It's what you do with it that matters. You can help the world through charity and generosity. It's a noble virtue. So however, pile number 2, you think about money. Like, is money something that you have experienced from before in your life, that, yeah, even if you have money, it doesn't mean that you're going to be happy. It doesn't make you happy. No, money doesn't make you happy. Money is neutral. It's like a trading thing. You can trade it for stuff that might make you more comfortable, or enjoy the time a little bit better. Or, yeah, you can exchange it for what you want to. Abundance is also here. So if you've been stuck in like a lack mentality, pile number 2, that is about to change. Whoa, poof, like magic, changed everything. Just like that. Pile number 2, abundance, yeah. Lack mentality, if you've been stuck in a conscious state of not being able to attract and manifest your heart's desires, this is telling you that the door of abundance is wide open, and it's inviting you to step inside. Abundance comes in so many forms. It's like love, gratitude, joy, healing. Love and gratitude, joy and healing. If you can experience and really appreciate the abundance of love, the abundance of joy, the abundance of gratitude, the abundance of healing, even the abundance of the air that we're breathing, the abundance of the water, the abundance of the space that we have around us. If you can appreciate and really, really appreciate those forms of abundance, then money is going to be flowing to you so much more easily because you're already in the mindset of abundance. And money is just an energy. Money is just an energy. And if you allow it to come to you, then you can transform it, and you can use the money to do any kind of work with, maybe you can help with poverty. Maybe you can help with donating somehow. Maybe you can help through charity and generosity. That's a noble virtue. That is something that is worth changing your mind about the lack mentality and creating something of abundance mentality, so that you can kick yourself out of that whole past thing. Like, there's nothing there to get. There's nothing there to do. The moment right now is very scary sometimes because it's uncertain. Like right now, do you have any problems? Right here, right now. Right now, do you have a problem? Well, no, not really. I'm just standing here talking and looking at the window. Or maybe you, pal number 2, you're just sitting there listening. Or maybe you're doing some chores and you're listening. Or maybe you're doing some stretching and you're listening. And do you have a problem right now? And 99.9999% of the time, it's going to be no, we don't have a problem right now. There's not a lion here trying to eat me. And there's not a monster in my house trying to kill me. And there's not. So, bringing yourself into the moment, pulling yourself out of the past. There's nothing you can do there, but you can do everything in the moment. In the moment, you can do the best you can. And the best you can is going to be the best you can is going to be more than enough than you need. So trust that. Be in the moment. Do the best you can with what you have in the moment. And allow things to flow freely. Allow yourself to figure out what to do the next step from where you are, not from where you were way back in the day. Who cares anyway? It's in the past. Right now, this moment is all that you have. It's all that you need. You don't need anything else. You only need this moment. And in every moment, you do the best you can. Put your best foot forward. And everything will flow to you so easily. We have Libra here with consideration, fairness, and harmony, weighing things out. So imagine a house. Each room in the house is a significant part of your life. Each room is a significant part of your house. It's including self-care, work, passions, relationships, explorations. And then you walk into each of the rooms in your house, within yourself, and see how it feels. Every part. How does it feel when you look at how you do your self-care? Does it feel like there is some self-sabotaging there? Does it feel like there might be some unworthiness there? Does it feel like there might be some uncertainty there? So how can you redecorate the room? The room of self-care. How can you redecorate it? How can you redo it so that when you walk in there, it's assertive, it's empowering. Your room of self-care is blooming. It's growing. You have all the tools in there that you need to feel good, to make yourself feel better, to feel confident, to feel loved and worthy of the abundance, worthy of this coming into your life. How does your room for work look like? Is it toxic? Is it too straining, too draining, and just pulling all the energy out of you so you'd be exhausted when you come from work? Is it even worth it with the money that they pay you for that exhaustion? Is there probably something, maybe when you walk into the room of work, you can go in there and you can be like, you know, if I just learned how to do that, then I would be able to do that job. So maybe you just learn a skill and now you can do another job. So when you walk into the room of work, you're like, wow, they're paying me for this? This is actually great. I actually love being in this room. This room is a room where I can help others. This is a room where I can encourage and inspire others, and I get to see their smiles come out after they've been in depression for so long, or perhaps just a little glimmer of hope in their eyes when they thought everything was just in despair. Wow, and they pay you for that? That's beautiful. Pile number 2, you have a beautiful room of work in your house. How about your passions? What are you passionate about? Do you walk into your passion room and you're like dead? There's no passion there? It's just like gray. Everything is gray. What the heck? I need to add some colors in here. We need to add some colors in here. We need to add dash of like excitement. We need to dash some passions in here. Perhaps there was this project, pile number 2, that you had forgot about it. That you used to do when you was little, but now you're adult, so you do only what adults do, which is really boring. So perhaps you want to go back into the past one more time to pick out those passion things that you really loved, and you're going to take it out of the past. You're going to bring it up to the moment right now, and you're going to put it in the room of passion in your house. How about that? Yeah, that's where you want to put it. Now you're going to add that to your life, and life is so much better with a little bit of passion. Yes, it just feels more alive and vibrant and everything on fire, and it's just so much more fun. Yes, it is. And so it shall be in the room of passion and house. Perhaps you walk into your room of relationships and you're like, whoa, there is the jealousy over there. There is the depression over there. Or maybe you walk into the room of relationships in your life and you'll be like, wow, I can't wait to talk to this person. Wow, I can't wait to spend time with this person because we always have such a good time. And when we talk, our conversations take us anywhere, and we could just talk about anything and everything. And that's our relationship, and that's a beautiful thing. Or maybe always when I go hang out with these people, it's always so exciting, and it's bonding, and it's vulnerable, and it's beautiful, and it's connecting on those layers that are beneath the ego, the mask, the cloak, the role that we play. Redecorating the house, redecorating your insides is a beautiful thing. So now, are your rooms vibrant, flooded in life, or are they dark and dingy? Go within all of those rooms, pile number 2, and check it out. See what you got going on. And however, whatever you do, smudge everything. Just smudge it. Smudge it, cleanse. Smudging ceremony. Okay, so the smoke. Using the smoke to cleanse energies. Use the smoke of burning herbs, symbolically washing a space. So when you do that, put the intentions in there. Only unconditional love allowed in this room. Only whatever you want in that room is the only thing that you're going to allow to be there. And all the other negative energies, all the uncertainty, all of that, all of the past, crying over the past, crying over the spilt milk, all of that, you smudge it away. It's not welcome in here anymore. We don't need that in here anymore. Sometimes your energy field, or the energy field of your environments, it becomes so cluttered and dingy that it's difficult to see and hear the messages from your soul. Your internal self, your house with the rooms, if it's so dingy, you cannot hear your authentic self. You won't hear the voice of your soul. You won't hear it. You can't see it because it's too dingy. It's too dark. And this card, the smudging ceremony, is asking you, let go of the past. Let go of the past. The past is not here anymore. It's done. It's gone. Poof, clip it. Cut the ties to the past. Allow it to float away. Only keep the passions, because you want that in your passion room. Let it go. Detox. Purify. Use the smoke to wash over your head. So use the smoke, wash over your head, and say, I think clearly. This smoke, so I am cleansing myself so that I may only think clearly. You can use the smudging ceremony. You say I, and you use it over your eyes, around your eyes, and you say, I cleanse this space that I may see the truth. And then you may do the throat and your neck and smudge it, and you be like, I cleanse this space that I may only speak the truth. You do the same thing. You put your little smudger around your heart, around your space, and you be, I smudge, I cleanse this space so that my heart may be open in the now, right here, not in the past. We let that go. Now smudging, cleansing, opening your heart for this moment, for this now. This is where you're going to get new experiences. This is where you're going to get new things coming into your life that is going to be uplifting. They're going to be nourishing. They're going to be good for you. And sometimes it takes a little bit of faith to get out of that. But pile number 2, the past, it's gone. Don't worry. Don't worry. Smudge it, cleanse it, allow for the abundance of life, allow for the abundance of passions, allow for the abundance of gratitude, allow for the abundance of joy, allow for the abundance of love, allow for the abundance of money, allow for the abundance of everything that you want in life. The Home in the Sky card. Wanderlust, adventure, safe haven. It's all in this picture. Home is where your heart is. This one is like flying air balloons up in the sky, in the clouds, free, adventurous. Also the safety, the birds, singing, speaking your voice, singing your own song. The sky is the limit. The house is your safety. And then we got Eva showing up. This card, it might be someone in your surroundings. This could represent someone in your surroundings. It could represent someone in your past. It can represent yourself, a part of yourself. It can represent many things. And it's saying duplicity, deception, just be cautious. Because the woman presents herself as a sweet fruit to be picked. Oh, I am so spiritual. I am so beautiful. And I am so soft spoken, and I am so kind and loving, and you can pick me anytime. I'm very safe for you to hold on to, and I'm going to be very loyal, and I'm going to be very respectful. This one here, like a deceitful friend or lover. The unreadable countenance, and the unreadableness can come with Botox. It can come with surgeries. It can come with all of that. So beware. If you have nothing wrong with it, people love to enhance their beauty. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you have someone in your surroundings who do these things, just be aware that yes, the Botox will take out your wrinkles, but it also takes out people's facial expressions. So now they become a mask, and whatever is behind there, you can't see it. It's hidden. And the true intentions is also hidden within there. So trust your heart, trust your home, trust your intuition. High Priestess, yes. Don't worry about this one here, pile number 2. These people come always in different shapes and forms, and they're going to try and reel you off of your path. Don't let them. Just leave them. Leave them in the past. No regrets. Just leave them there. They can do whatever they want to do with their, however they want to do it. So the High Priestess is here, and this is asking you to allow the mysteries of life to flow through you. Yes, you're going to be open to the secrets of life, to see underneath the surface. You're going to be able to see underneath the surface. You're going to be able to read in between the lines. And using your intuition is going to keep you a lot safe. It's going to keep you safe and full of mystery and wisdom. And this 3 of Wands is telling a story about you have already established your stronghold. You have done the work. So here, Yeah, perhaps you forgot that you had your 5 minutes in the past again. And then you forgot that that's why you feel so sad today, because already in your life you have the stronghold. You already have done so much of the work that the only thing that is blocking you from the blessings, which in this case is your finances, it's the abundance of life, the finances, yes, and also the joy, the harmony, the consideration, the love, and the caring of people. So pile number 2, what is blocking it is you already have your foundation. You got almost everything in check. And then perhaps you just have to allow yourself to understand that you deserve it. It's your worthiness. Your worthiness is blocking your blessing. You're staying in the past, trying to figure out things in the past that already happened. They're already done and gone. So your unwillingness to be in the moment, your unwillingness to stay present with yourself and your emotions. So you deserve financial security. Yes, you do. And your ability to trust your knowing and follow your heart. Heart is where your home is. You follow your heart. Don't look at these deceitful people, the masks and those people. They're going to come around because they're just like lessons to be learned. You already have your foundation. You have established your stronghold. Now you just have to understand, pile number 2, that yes, you do deserve financial security. And pile number 2, you trust your knowing and follow your heart. And pile number 2, you do that. Oh, you're not going to have any of this gilded regret in the past time stuff going on anymore. You are going to, wow, wish fulfillment showing up. Like pile number 2, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how it comes about, but you always just seem to be in the right place at the right time. And you also have a knack of building and creating your own luck. This is the wish fulfillment card. The only thing that you have to deal with is to understand your worthiness. You are worthy of it. Financial stability, financial abundance, you are worthy of it. You trust and you follow your heart is where your home is. And you have the wisdom and you have the foundation. And with that, the wish fulfillment card is here, the 9 of Pentacles. It is your wish fulfillment, pile number 2. It's beautiful. And not only do you have that, but you have the star too. So doing this work, having all this stuff, you will be a shining light for others. You are going to, so it's asking you, pay attention to your dreams. What is it that you dream about? Pay attention to your dreams. You are going to rise up and stand there and be a light in the dark. You're going to be shining with hope. You're going to be shining with inspiration. And you're going to be shining so hard, pile number 2, that you are lighting up the way for other people to follow. Pile number 2, that was your reading. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. I would love that. And if you hit the subscription button, then you also will be notified when I upload new content. The beautiful light in me honors, respects, and loves the same beautiful light in you. Until next time, namaste. Pile number 3, what is blocking your blessings? What is blocking your blessings? Okay, that's very interesting, because once you figure it out, you can take it apart and then you can go ahead and receive what it is that you want with your life. You got drawn to the downcast pride. Downcast pride. So what we call adaptation. So we're always constantly adapting to the world around us. And this is what this is about. So what we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves. So it's not growing. It's not learning new things. It's not getting wiser. It's not the good stuff that we are adapting and changing within ourselves. So this is rather a mockery of that, because we get stripped day by day of our dignity. We strip away our dignity in order to avoid conflict with a world that would spread us apart. So we survive, we bend our knees because we draw from laziness, fear, and disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry. We let our deepest roots go dry, replaced by a surge of lack of self-esteem. So, our true self, our authentic self, we let it go because we adapt into what everyone is calling for us to do, what they want us to do, how we need to be, what we need to become in order to get the job, what we need to become in order to attract a cute guy over there, what we need to do in order to do this and that and this and that. And we change and we peel away the beauty of our nature, our authentic self, until we're so far from ourselves that the only thing that we have left is lack of self-esteem. We're feeling unworthy. We're feeling shamed. We're feeling guilt because we're neglecting ourselves. We're walking away from ourselves. We're not standing up for ourselves. We got trees. So neglecting the roots, our own roots go dry. And interestingly enough, like Spirit always does, and here's the trees. So this is beautiful. Trees. So this is calling you, pile number 3. Spirit is calling you to spend some time in nature. Maybe once upon a time you were like a tree person that could talk to the trees and stuff like that. I said, maybe lifetimes ago they had sacred trees and the trees were messengers and everything. And the trees, you know, they stand there tall and they just grow into who they are. And they just the roots go deep. So they have their grounding and they have the confidence and the stillness, and they just stand there and they just grow and take out their potential. And here we are, humans, we run around and we definitely don't take out our potential and then we die. But we can change that, because if you spend time with trees in nature, connecting with the trees in nature, do it for healing, for knowledge, and for inner peace. Now, you may have a deeper connection with the trees than you are aware of. You have trees, roots, medicine, sacred. Lack of self-esteem. Avoiding the roots, avoiding yourself, your authentic self, how you feel about things. What is your opinion? How do you feel about these different things that is going on in your life? Did you just go along with it to save the peace? Like you can dig yourself down. You can bury yourself underneath all the politeness, all the niceness, all the good girl, the good boy, the good girl, good whatever syndrome, and you can deny your own feelings, your own wildness, craziness, freedom, whatever you want to call it, like just enjoying life and experiencing life. And with the trees, and then we got determination. And this is interesting because this is talking about giving away your personal power to other people, adapting into what they think you should do or what you think that they think that you should do. And then you adapt into that, and now you become something that you are not. And this is personal power. This is personal power. That's what it is. Solar plexus, boom. Personal power and determination. Determination, personal power, affirmation. I am an unstoppable being of love and determination. So here's pile number 3. This is your mantra. This is your affirmation. I am an unstoppable being, determination. And love. And love, self-love, focus and determination. Let go of doubts. It's important now with focus and determination. So be clear. Hey, pile number 3, what is it that you dream of? What is your blessing that you're hoping for to come in? Because you have to be clear on the outcome. What you want, what is it that you want to create, pile number 3? What are your desires? What do you want to create from your life? What is it that you desire? When is it that you get on fire and you can't stop talking about things? Or when is it that you forget the time and space that you're in because you're so engaged in what you are doing that you don't really think about anything else anymore, and it's just exciting and you're just having fun with it? What is it in your life that gets you feeling like that gets your passion going like that? That might be a good indicator of what you can create. And what is it that you want to create? What are your desires? When you sit there, 80 years old, pile number 3, when you sit there, 80 years old, in your rocking chair, and you think about everything that you did with your life, what is the one thing that you would like to be able to think about then that you did, that you're very happy that you did it because it was very fulfilling for you and it's very rich life for you to have accomplished that or to have done that? What is that thing? What are those things that you would like for you? And you don't have to worry about what the society says that you should do, because there's a recipe for everybody and it's the same. So you go to school, you get a job, you have your kids, you are married, you go work for 40 years and you retire and you get a boat or whatever. You don't have to do all that. Like, that's just like a recipe for, okay, if you don't have any your own desires and you just want to go along and be a part of whatever the marketing strategies that the companies have so they can sell you all the products in these different arenas of life, then you can do that. It's a free will and it's easy. But it's not really easier either, because the adaptation is taking your integrity. It's taking your voice, it's taking your authenticity, and it's taking it away from you so that you become powerless. Now, this is determination right here. Determination right here is talking about taking your power back, your own power back, and you want that. Trust me. We have Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Perfect. Methodical steps. Step number 1, hug a tree. I'm not kidding. Hug a tree, or just sit with the tree. If you feel it's weird to hug the tree, then you can just sit with it for a little bit. Maybe you sit next to it. Maybe you lean on it for a little while. And then you just sit there and be still. And don't let your voice take over and be like, hey, I'm sitting here hugging a tree and I'm completely now judging myself. I'm going to sit here and comment on everything. And I'm going to sit here and comment on everything that I do. And it's very weird that I sit here under a tree and people are going to think that I'm just stupid. And they're going to think this is the voice in their head. We're going to quiet that. And then you're just going to sit there in the space with the tree and feel the tree on your back. And just sit there and enjoy it for a little bit. A sense of duty, practical, disciplined approach to life. Very ambitious. This person here, you, pile number 3, you have a sense of duty. You're practical, you're disciplined. You have this approach to life. You're very ambitious, honest, hardworking, and you need a sense of purpose. Or you go into depression. And this one here looks like she's seen brighter days. It's all gray behind her. Her eyes is downcast. She's like in a depression. She does not have a purpose. So pile number 3. What is your purpose? The depression, the downcast pride, adapting to everyone else is taking away your personal power and is creating depression. Of course it will. What is your purpose? You need a sense of purpose, and easily you go into depression when it wavers. So you can become lost in the material and be overly serious. You can be relentless, self-contained, and unfeeling when living not authentic. So you get drawn into all the material stuff of the world. And that's just material stuff. It's not going to fill up the inner cup. It's not going to make you feel good or joyful or happy and all that. It's material stuff. It might give you a sense of satisfaction when you achieve it, and then you go on to the next, and you go on to the next, and on to the next. And so it's very, it's a lot of work to be in the material. So you can become relentless, self-contained, and unfeeling when you're living not authentic. But like you, pile number 3, listen to this. Listen to this. When you are living your authentic life, and when you are standing up in full integrity, wow, pile number 3, when you stand up in full integrity, I'm telling you, you are a spiritual wizard. Building your life brick by brick. Diligent but not pushy. Determined yet open. Focused but leaving space for the divine. These are beautiful cards. Pile number 3. So, purpose. White buffalo. White buffalo, when this card chooses you, pile number 3, it is an honor. It is an honor, for it speaks of a time of miracles and balance in all things. You are a channel for the greater forces of the universe. With their help, all is possible, but without it, things can be a struggle. So surrender to support from the Great Spirit. You don't have to do everything alone. So this is opening up. Downcast eyes because you're shamed, you're feeling guilty, you're depressed, you gave up your personal power. Okay, so what? Okay, you did that for a while. Now you know that doesn't work. So what do? Okay, brick by brick, you're going to be the spiritual wizard that you are, because now you have a purpose. You find your purpose and you lift your eyes up and maybe write a gratitude list every day. Get in touch, sit under the tree and write gratitude list every day and thank the tree for allowing you to sit there and lean on it for a little bit. And then you can express that, like, thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to lean on you. And now you can open your eyes, you can lift your head up, and maybe you can see how things are going to unfold in your favor when you walk with your authentic self. It is very important for your experience here on planet Earth. Pile number 3. I thought it was a beautiful thing that we have the downcast pride, giving away that. We have determination, so personal power connected perfectly to this card. We have the Capricorn, also just describing perfectly, the pile number 3, describing it perfectly. And then we have the tree, and here we got the gardener. Of course we have the gardener. Why wouldn't there be a gardener in here? And the gardener, she's holding this, and there's growing houses on it. She is having a dress that is a house. So the gardener is like non-judgment. Don't judge whatever has been, whatever you did become in your life. Don't judge it. Just allow it to be. It's okay. Acceptance, self-compassion, like all the things, like when you give away your power to other people or places and things or organizations, when you give away your personal power to any of these, you are going to do things that you might not be proud about. That's okay. I've done it. We've all done it. And those are behaviors that we might not talk about it, or maybe it's something that we don't feel good about because it's not authentic. We did it because someone else or something else wanted us to do that in a way. So we gave away our power and we adapted to them. The gardener here is saying, have compassion for yourself. And this is pile number 3, the gardener of your soul, the caretaker of her home, the body, her feelings are the flowers of the garden. So however you feel, if you feel this, dark, dense, dingy, that's going to be the flowers that come out. But if you lift your head up, you have faith, and you look at the divine, you look at everything, the greater good, you're going to look up there, you're going to find love, compassion, empathy is going to grow in your garden. And by taking care of herself, she keeps her garden growing stronger. You have to take care of yourself. Everything in your life will blossom in a different way. Sometimes uninvited guests like jealousy, shame, depression might invade the garden. Those are uninvited guests, and they might invade your garden. And sometimes when that happens, you just have to, it's not good or bad, it just is what it is. You just have to acknowledge it. You can be like, okay, my feelings are my garden, and I am creating my life from myself. And so whatever it is, just be okay with, okay, I'm harboring depression within myself. Hello, depression, I see you, I feel you. It's okay. And then just be okay with it. Acceptance, full radical acceptance will also bring you into peace, because you're not fighting it any longer. You don't have to fight it or be in a fist fight with this. Oh my gosh, I'm going to fight this emotion. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to get it over with. And so it's neither good nor bad. It just is something that needs to be acknowledged and acceptance. So have compassion for yourself and keep blooming. And this is day by day. You have to take it one day at a time and work on yourself brick by brick. You're going to build yourself back up, going from that darkness. It's very dark down there. It's very dense down there. It's very muddy. It's very difficult to see. It's shaded. It's gray. Everything is just not colors. And then you start to lift your head up And you start to listen to your own needs, to your own wants, to your own desires, and your own emotion, how you feel about things, being honest. I stayed there for a long time and I hated it. Like, I really shouldn't have been there for more than 5 minutes, but I stayed there for like 3 years. Okay, those 3 years, you will never get it back, but you can change it so you never have to go into circumstances like that again. So taking a 5-minute recharge within yourself, then you can change that. You can change your honesty with yourself and be like, okay, I don't like this, so I'm not going to stay there. You don't have to stay in places where you don't feel that you want to be. So the gardener of your soul, the caretaker of your home, your feelings, pile number 3 is the flowers of the garden. So take care of yourself, and everything you grow is going to be stronger. White rose of hope, also perfect. So this pile number 3 in darkness, same gray, it's the same color, it's the gray, it's the denseness, it's the darkness. The white rose right here is the hope. That's the hope. If you're feeling like you're lost and you're uncertain about your feelings, you're lost and you're uncertain about how you feel, you're in the darkness, the white rose is hope. It's a beacon, it's a solution, and it's beginnings. New beginnings. So acknowledging, pile number 3, acknowledging how you really feel inside and what your circumstances are not what you want to. They are not what you want. Your life is currently not what you want. Well, good news is you have hope. You can change it. You are the gardener of your life, but you have to go within and check in with your emotions. How do you feel? Find things that you love and do more of those things. We got the Queen of Cups. The counselor. She can be a counselor, a therapist. Perhaps this is something that would give you a purpose, pile number 3. Perhaps this is something that when you dig yourself out of the gloom and doom, then you can teach other people how they can dig themselves out of the doom and gloom, and you can be a guiding light, a hope. So you understand the human heart because you have been in all these different emotional states. Now you understand better the human heart, and that is a beautiful thing. So you understand the human heart and use that knowledge with wisdom and compassion. And be a good, honest, and fair woman or man. And it'll take you very far in life. And what you're planting, what your garden is growing from there, you're going to love that. So that's going to be your authentic voice. It's going to be who you are. And the star, wishes coming true, dreams. Listen to your dreams. Check in with your dreams. What is it that you're dreaming of? They might give you tips and little bits of things that you need to work on. Dreams coming true, it's guidance, being a shining light. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Celebrate everything that you achieve. So if you have one day that you're feeling better than you did the other day, then celebrate that. Yay, woo, yay, we have a celebration, this is great. And then you celebrate it because it's the little things in life. Once you start celebrating the little things in life and be excited about that, your life is going to turn into something exciting. Because there are so many little things that we usually just forget about it. We don't think about it. And then once you start celebrating all those little things, there's a lot of things to celebrate in life. 10 of Pentacles. I celebrate everything that I achieve. And Knight of Swords. I choose my battles carefully. Figure out what is worthwhile. Your time, your energy, and your effort. What is it that you actually care about? What is it that fills your cup? How is it that you can fill your cup so you can grow beautiful things in your garden? Pick those things. The things that other people say you should care about, or the things that other organizations says that you should do, or other systems, or whatever it is that you have around you, family units, whatever they think that you can do that if it is worthwhile for you. Now you're going to start listening to your own authentic voice, and you're not going to be listening to everybody else anymore. And that space is from where you're going to create your dream life. Pile number 3, the Queen of Wands is here. She is a beautiful, beautiful person This is an energy, like once you do this internal work, you're going to rise up. You're going to be able to balance everything in your life beautifully, and you're going to rise up and you're going to sit there and take out all those beautiful qualities in your life. And instead of sitting there downcast eyes with roots, cut roots, you don't have your authentic self anymore. You're going to go within, find your center, find your connection in nature, be determined, do all these things. Your spiritual wizard, rise up. The Queen of Wands is going to come out of that. You've earned your time in the limelight and the sun. This one here, like you, pile number 3, you can run marathons. You can run spiritual, emotional, intellectually, and physically marathons because you have endurance, you have strength, you have a determination. You got all of these things. And it's beautiful, and you are going to be able to balance everything. Life is a juggling act, and this pile number 3, we all have to juggle our life and the things in life that we care about. And in order to be a good juggler, you have to practice. Pile number 3, that was your reading. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. If you want to be notified when I upload new content, you can subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it respects, and it loves the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.